Well, hopefully we're live now. And we're off. Okay. Whew. Yeah, you know what? It always seems to happen this way. Let me just check this here real quick. Because, yep, there we are. All right, folks. Once again, here we are with an eventful last 5 minutes before we start streaming. I'm going to tell you all about it. But first of all, I want to say Merry Christmas to everyone. A couple days late, but you know what I mean. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. I certainly did. I'm going to turn my microphone down here because it seems like I am redlining big time. Everybody let me know if the audio is okay. But anyway, I had a wonderful Christmas. It was beautiful. Had a great time. Santa Claus spoiled me, and Santa Claus certainly spoiled Lisa too. She's probably upstairs right now watching this on her brand new phone that she got as one of her Christmas gifts from Santa Claus. Galaxy Note 9, in case anybody's wondering. So, before I started streaming here, I've been writing future episodes of 10 Things. Can't wait to share those with you. I've been sitting here at the computer. I was doing some work on that. I was working on my work, and I'm listening. I listen to music while I'm doing that. I'm listening on a loop over and over again to Samurai Cop from Dave Matthews. I don't think I've ever really talked about Dave Matthews on this channel. I'm obsessed with Dave Matthews. I have been ever since 91 or whatever it was when he came out. That sounded weird. When his band formed and released their first album, huge Dave Matthews fan. And I'm listening to Samurai Cop over and over and over and over and over again. Just obsessed with that song, but listening to it all day. And then I forgot to click restart or whatever. And so it autoplayed, YouTube autoplayed with music that I typically like, which was Metallica Fade to Black. Can't go wrong there. Another band I'm obsessed with. After that, Learning to Fly from Pink Floyd comes on, which is a song I've listened to 675 times on YouTube. So I'm sitting here, I'm getting everything ready, I'm getting prepared for the stream, and I hear this horrible vibration sound. It's driving me crazy. I'm freaking out. I'm looking around like, what's going on? Why is this vibrating? It's going to sound terrible on the stream. This is a nightmare. What's going on? I'm searching. I'm looking everywhere. It's coming from all over. And it was coming from that stupid song. That daggone Pink Floyd, let me tell you what. I don't know what it was. It's not in the original song, because I've listened to that song a million times. It must have been the actual copy or whatever it was that was on the YouTube video that auto-played. Somebody, I'm sure, stole it from Pink Floyd. Anyway, that was a disaster. I'm sitting here searching for this vibration, and it's freaking Pink Floyd that's vibrating. Anyway, 3 great songs. Samurai Cop, Fade to Black, Learning to Fly. Come on, give me a break. Those are 3 great songs. If you don't like those songs, there is definitely something wrong with you. So, let's take care of, before we get into our topic, let's take care of the most important thing, most important issue that has to be taken care of today, and that is to wish happy birthday to Miss Candy Overhauls, the boss moderator of so many different YouTube channels out there. There are so many channels that would tell you without even any thought that they would not be able to do what they do if it wasn't for Candy. She just donates her time. She's dedicated. She's loyal. She's amazing. We absolutely adore her and her whole family. And so happy 31st birthday, Candy Overhauls. Really excited for her. My birthday is June 24th. Y'all might want to go ahead and write that down. I'll give you my address later if you want to send me stuff. But June 24th. So for me, it's literally exactly 6 months. As a kid, it was beautiful because it was Christmas, 6 months birthday, 6 months Christmas, 6 months birthday. It must be a nightmare to have your birthday 2 days after Christmas. Oh, I would have hated that. But anyway, happy birthday, Candy. I hope it was a special Christmas, a special birthday, and a special New Year for you. So, we got to talk about 2019. But before I get into it, Before I get into what my plans are, I want to hear what your plans are, because this is a conversation, right? This is a conversation that we are having, and I missed a super chat. I just saw another one come in. Nisi, right off the bat, out of nowhere, $4.99, paid promo, paid song. Please, pretty please sing Happy Birthday to Candy. You don't want me doing that. Trust me. I am no Dave Matthews. I am no, why am I drawing a blank on the singer from Pink Floyd? That's going to drive me crazy. It's not Michael Rutherford. David Gilmour. No, I am no David Gilmour. Or James Hetfield. The bands that I was just talking about. No, I'm not going to sing Happy Birthday. You know, the acoustics in this room just aren't suitable for proper vocal audio in this room. But no, that was nice of you to request that and to wish our friend Candy a happy birthday. CC Games also came in with the $14.99 super chat. Merry Christmas. Also, I think you should do a 10 things about breeding African cichlids, and I was wondering if you could answer some questions about angels. You betcha. Put them in there and we will talk about them. But we've got a topic to talk about first. Love the idea about the 10 things about breeding African cichlids. Having so much fun with that series. I'm writing episodes like crazy. I'm talking to other YouTubers about doing some super secret things and having all kinds of fun with it. I hope you're enjoying it too. The second episode I loved. I hope you loved it. It's not getting as much love as the first episode did. I guess it's the newness of it or whatever. But I don't care. I don't care if it doesn't get, go viral and all this kind of stuff. I'm enjoying it, and I can't wait to keep going with it. But anyway, what are your plans for 2019? That's what I want you to put in the comment section. I'm going to talk to you about mine, and we're talking fish keeping here, folks. We're not talking about vacation plans, although, we can talk about that too if you want. We don't have any at the moment, but I want to hear what your plans are, fish keeping related, for 2019. If you are a YouTuber, I want to hear what your YouTube plans are for 2019. Maybe you're a newer channel and you have a particular goal that you want to reach in 2019, or a certain number of videos or something like that you want to do. Milestones, whatever. Put it down in there, and we'll talk about it. And, if it's something that I can offer up advice on, I will certainly do that. But my plans and Lisa's plans for 2019, it's going to be a whole lot different than last year because, I was gone for 8 months of the year. So you're going to get me all year. You're going to get Lisa all year. That is the first part of the plan for 2019, but we're going to make a pretty ambitious commitment for us. Is Lisa in here? Yep, there she is. So many awesome people in the chat tonight. How many people do we have here? 141. Okay. We're going to talk about that in a minute, but what was I saying? Oh, one of the things that I have done on YouTube ever since the beginning is I've broken the cardinal rule of YouTube. Anybody that has a YouTube channel, listen up. It is the number one thing when you listen to any YouTube experts, what they do, what their advice is, every single one of them is going to say the same thing. Consistency is the key. And that is something that I have never been on this channel. I have my reasons for it, but we're not going to get into all of that. The bottom line is I have not been consistent at all when it comes to YouTube videos. That's going to change in 2019. Lisa and I are committing to 2 videos a week for 52 weeks. That's 104 videos. That's what we are committing to. Now, one of those videos is going to be the 10 things episodes that's going to upload on Sundays. So you're going to get 52 of those. But we're also going to do 52 videos on whatever else is going on. We've got projects going on. We've got ideas for things that we want to do. We got this thing sitting right here, which I'm not even going to talk about that. But there's been some stuff that's gone on in that tank, and it's been one headache after another. So we might completely change things up in there. I don't say we, I say she might completely change things up in there. But she asked me today. She's going to be mad at me. She's watching. She's in the chat. She's going to be mad at me for telling you this. She asked me today where she could put 4 10-gallon tanks. So there's that. I don't know if that's going to happen. Dollar gallon sales happening right now, so who knows? But it's a daggone shame that we've given away so many of our tanks and sold so many of our tanks from the shop. But anyway, she asked about 4 10-gallon tanks because she has an idea of some things that she wants to do. So there's that. There could be videos on that. We've talked about the garage. There could be videos on that. That garage, when we started talking about that to you on these streams, I think I started talking about it. I don't even know if she was involved at the time. It was a lot warmer then. And the weather has really turned now. Turned to a point where, I mean, it's cold. It's real cold. And that garage is not as insulated as I thought it was going to be. I knew I was going to have to do some work to the doors. We've got one of those garages that has the 2 individual doors, which I actually don't like. I like the look of that, but I'd rather have the 1 door just for logistics. It's easier. But anyway, we've got the 2 doors. I knew I was going to have to insulate those. That's not a big deal. But the rest of the garage doesn't seem to be very well insulated at all. Our bedroom is directly above the garage. Anyway, it shouldn't be that difficult to heat that room up, but it's really, really cold out there. So we've kind of shifted our ideas to more inside the house. But anyway, there's going to be that kind of stuff. This is all the kind of stuff that you can expect to see on the videos that we upload that are not 10 Things episodes. The way we'd love to do it, and I don't know if it's going to work out this way, is I do a video one week, Lisa does one the next week. I do one the next week. It's alternating between the 2 of us. So we might do that. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. All I do know is that it'll be me that's editing all of those. So Lisa, you better start getting me that footage. But anyway, that is our plan as far as edited videos goes. Now, anybody that has ever had a conversation with me about YouTube, or anybody that is a member of the Team Green Alliance group on Facebook, I talked about this the other day. I'm starting to question the live streaming. I'm not questioning whether or not I enjoy live streaming. I absolutely love it, but I'm starting to question if it is actually hampering my channel, if it's hurting our channel, if our growth is being stunted by streams. So I don't know what kind of a commitment I'm going to make to streaming. I enjoy it very much. I'm not going to give it up, but what I might do is decrease the frequency of live streams, meaning maybe do one a month or every other week or something like that. Not really sure yet. As soon as I know, though, I will let you know. I will be doing one next week because if I cut back to doing one per month, which I think I might do because I think more people would watch it and it would be kind of a new thing every month, I might end up doing that. And if I do, it'll be the first week of the month, first Thursday of every month, which would be next week. So I'll definitely be doing next week, and I'll let you know then what I decide. Gives me a nice week to actually make a decision. But it's difficult to come up with things to talk about every single week on live streams, sit here and talk for an hour. It's tough, and I'm not the best at Q&A. I mean, I'm just not. So I can't do like Bob does. He does a great job, and Corey does. Well, Corey goes in with a topic, but you know, Bob does his stream every week, and he just goes straight to Q&A, and he does great. I don't. And the thing is, people ask Bob questions that pertain to what he kind of specializes in. So they ask him questions about plants and small nano fish and stuff like that, which is what Bob's known for. And he's great at answering those questions. They're not asking him off-the-wall questions about stuff that he has no interest in, which is what people do to me. And that's why I say I'm not a good Q&A guy, because I get asked questions. It's almost like people look at me like I'm supposed to be an encyclopedia of knowledge like Corey is. You can ask Corey a question about anything, and he'll answer it. And he'll answer it properly. But with me, I'm not as fortunate as he is. I'm not as smart as Corey is. So Q&A can get kind of frustrating for me because I don't like to not be able to answer people's questions. So anyway, when you're doing a topic every week, today's topic is easy because it's 2019. But when you're doing a topic, you're kind of taking away from other videos that you could be doing. You understand what I'm saying? There's nobody that could argue that unless you're somebody like a Philip DeFranco or a Joey Mullen, you know, or even a Corey, somebody that has these massive audiences, live streaming, it doesn't get as much traction as edited short form videos go. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying from a growth of a channel standpoint, you put up an edited video, it gets way more views than a live stream does. So that's why I'm saying, I don't know. I'm going to stop rambling about that. I think we're going to probably cut down to one a month, but I'm not 100% certain on that. And then we will still continue to do the members only live streams. That's a guarantee every other week. But as far as these streams, they're going to probably be one a month. So let's get to this super chat real quick. A couple of them. And then we'll talk about your plans. George Plew. I always say that name that way. I've read your name a couple of times, and every time I say Plew, I hope I'm saying it right. You can do it, John. I just got out of surgery from a kidney stone to see your show. Wow. I feel sorry for you, my friend. That is no fun, I'm sure. Never had one. I'm knocking on wood right now, but dogs are going to start barking. My sympathy goes out to you. I hope you're doing better. Getting kidney stone surgery right after Christmas? Good Lord. That's no fun. And then did we have another one? Where'd it go? I think we have another one here. There's George. Here we go again with the YouTube thing skipping around. There it is. And it's simple. Fun with fish. $10. Merry Christmas, KGTropicals. Merry Christmas to you too, my friend. That is very generous of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much. So, all right. I'm going to try to go back here a little bit if YouTube's chat doesn't skip past me. Okay, I've gotten pretty far back. Okay, so we're going to start. We're going to start with Kathy B. And don't y'all start commenting on how gray my goatee is. It's just not nice. I know it's gray. I haven't done any work to it lately. But this year I'm setting up, it's Kathy B. This year I'm setting up 3 new tanks, 20 gallons, plus getting a 125. Nice. I'll have 5 20 gallons or less, a 125, or a 125. I'll have 5 20 gallons or 125. I also want to go to Aquashella and maybe AE. Yes, awesome. Man, that's a tough choice between 520s and 125. Do you do beautiful things and make a gorgeous 1 tank, or do 5 tanks and all different stuff? That is a tricky decision. Don't ask for my input on that, but that's exciting. I have 2 125s now, so that'd be an easy decision for me. But anyway, love the idea of tag team videos. If you're talking about tag team videos, could be a lot of things. That could be like what I did with Jason a couple weeks ago, what Ron DeSantis does every week. It could be that you're talking about I do a video, she does one, I do a video, she does one. Yeah, I mean, people seem to like that so far with the 10 Things episodes, so why not do it with our videos, week to week? I think that'd be a lot of fun. So thank you, Life with Pets. Aquariums 101, I'm your first subscriber. Hey, how about that? Do 75-gallon tanks count for the $1 a gallon sale? I have never seen them as part of the $1 a gallon sale. Sometimes it's always different. I've seen it to where they go all the way up to like 40 breeders. I've seen it where they go all the way up to 55-gallon tanks. I was in a Petco yesterday and I didn't even look. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, some of them will, some of them won't. But I don't think I've ever seen 75s as part of the $1 a gallon sale. Sorry about that, Robert. Okay. I was talking about the song Learning to Fly earlier, and then Learning to Fish Keep pops up in my chat. This is a weird moment. He says, or she says, hey, Fish Fam, hello to you. Looking forward to, this is Sherry Costa, looking forward to adding all different types of cichlids to my life in 2019. So grateful to have access to your channel to help me succeed with this endeavor. Happy New Year, John, Lisa, and FishFam. Yes, very nice of you. I hope my channel is able to help you. I really do, because Lord knows I've worked hard on it for 7 years. So hopefully it has the information that you need in there to get that done. Okay, love your channel. A learner looking for info. Nice. Well, thank you for the kind words. I hope you're talking to me, because there's a lot of people in the chat. Who knows who you could be talking to? But Linda Duncan, thank you for that. Rack's in here. Rack and I had a talk the other day, and he's ignored everything I said. Yeah, me and you are going to have a conversation later on, Rack. I love cichlids. I just don't have the space for them. That's unfortunate. I mean, they don't need a massive tank. You see the one behind me, 75 gallons. I understand that's a pretty big tank, but a lot of people get caught up in this idea that they have to be in a 125-gallon tank or whatever. Of course, that's ideal, but not 100% necessary. Ghost Rot asks Bob. Bob Steenfot. Sorry. I assume people in my stream know him because they watch his streams. Bob Steenfot. He streams at 8 o'clock Eastern time every Monday. Very good live stream. Yep, Candy's reminding me about the super chat from George Plute. Yeah, I saw it. I see those green and orange. Haven't seen any red ones in a long time, but I see those. I'm not going to miss them. Okay, let's see if we can find some more people talking about what they are doing this year. And it did it. It just skipped. I've tried to explain this before. I have the Logitech Master, whatever, stupid MX Master mouse, and you got the wheel. Remember these? Remember these wheels? And when you're scrolling through the chat on these stupid mouses, whatever, it skips and it'll go all the way to the end, and then you got to try to find where you were before. It's so frustrating. So, okay. All right, let's talk about some plans. All right, Kenneth Steele says, and then we're going to go, okay. He says, my plan is in 2019 is to grow out my new Frontosas. It's going to take a long time to grow it out. Merry Christmas. I got to think of a name for him. Yes, Frontosas are slow growers. That is unfortunate, but when they're grown, they are one of the best fish in this whole hobby, so it's absolutely worth it. Speaking of canister filter, I want to try a OAS filter? OAS? With the built-in heater. I've never heard of that, but I've always wondered why they don't put heaters in canister filters. They can put UV sterilizers and all this kind of stuff. Why not a heater? I guess the only, or what's the word I'm looking for? I guess the justification for not putting heaters in there is if you combine everything and then it goes bad, you lost everything. Now, if you have a canister filter with a built-in heater and the heater stops working, but the filter's still working fine, you just go get a heater. No big deal. But if the canister stops working and you're losing your heater too, you understand what I mean? I think that's probably how they justify not putting the two together, but I've always wondered why they don't, because it just makes sense. Paul Cardoza says dollar is up to 40 gallons. See, there you go. But Petsonics, am I saying that right? Says they're going to 29 gallons. Maybe it's based on region. I don't know. Lisa says Rack is funny. Rack, are you being inappropriate with Lisa? Don't wish your years away. How do you get rid of ammonia? That's not much of a... I guess that's a plan for 2019, right? You want to get rid of ammonia in your tank. I did water change. Everything still have ammonia in my 10-gallon tank. The problem you're probably having, Alice Carroll, is that you have not... You don't have anything to eliminate that ammonia in the tank because your cycle has not happened yet. Go to my channel, which you're already on it. When the stream's over, go to down below, click on my name. First of all, subscribe, and then click on the channel name, go to my list of videos and search for Cycling an Aquarium. Watch those videos and learn the cycling process. It's the first thing you need to learn in this hobby. When you're asking about how to get rid of ammonia, I am assuming you are new to this. If you're not, I apologize. But watch that and you will get a good idea of how to get your tank to come to life so that your tank can take care of that ammonia and not you. I bought a 120-gallon tank. That's as far as I got before it skipped. Where'd it go? I just hate it. You know what I think I need to do? Oh, God, this is bad. All right, I lost it. Whoever that was. Okay, there it is. I bought a 120-gallon tank 12 years ago and never set it up. Maybe this is the year. Discus maybe, or all tetras in a planted tank maybe. Either way you go, that's a beautiful thing. I love 100 tetras swimming around or just 6 big beautiful discus. You can't go wrong with either one of those. So very good idea, David Flippin. Change 2 letters, your name would be the exact same as the Joker I have in my basement right now. Flippo is his last name. And his first name's David. So anyway, I have, there it went again. I hate this chat. Does anybody, I know there's some other streamers in here. I saw Waterbox is in here. River Life is in here. I see other streamers. Do you have this problem or is it just me? It drives me nuts because I lose everything. I'm just gonna hold my finger down on it. I have 4 silver arowanas. I've been told they prefer soft water with slightly acidic water. I have a GH of like 18-22, classified as slightly hard, and have a pH of 7-ish. Is that okay? I have kept plenty of arowanas in a higher pH than that. Arowanas, silver arowanas particularly, I've never kept Asians, so how would I know about those? Silver arowanas are very hardy fish. I'm not going to tell you that they're bulletproof, but they are very hardy. They can tolerate quite a bit. They do like the water clean, of course. I'm just telling you this as your friend, Aquariums 101. I'm telling you this as a friend. 4 arowanas, 4 silver arowanas, quite possibly and very likely will become a problem as you go on. I know that breaks your heart because there's nothing cooler than having multiple arowanas in an aquarium. But they are jerks and they don't like each other. And they will get very aggressive towards other arowanas. You can pull it off. I've done it. The most we ever had was 2. Look at the second video I ever uploaded on my channel and you'll see 2 monsters. They were like that. I can't even fit it on the camera. They were huge. And they were in a 240-gallon tank, both of them together, and they were fine. But, you know, a lot of people, if you put that on YouTube, a lot of people are going to say, hey, dummy, shouldn't have them together, but let's see how it goes. But I'm just warning you to be aware of that because silver arowanas can be pretty aggressive towards each other. I'll only ask once as I got muted for asking a lot. Really? Okay, well, I'm sorry. It wasn't me. I didn't mute you. Speaking of, okay, there it is. So we're caught up there. Okay. There's the how do you get rid of ammonia. You see, this just gets all messed up because of this stupid mouse. I don't know if it's the mouse's fault or if it's the YouTube fault. I don't know. I hate when YouTubers are streaming and they just sit there and stare at the chat, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. I put the chat box right next to the webcam, so it almost looks like I'm looking at you. How accurate can one be by examining only the egg spots on their mbunas to determine sex? Not very. And I know why he put that message up there. Paul Martin put that message up there because he wanted me to show this. I'm going to tell you another funny story. There's a part in this week's episode of 10 Things, where I talk about magazines and how magazines are becoming a thing that a lot of young people don't even know what they are. I'm talking about that. I'm editing this video, and then Lisa comes in with the mail, and this is in it. A subscription as a Christmas present to Tropical Fish Hobbyist from my good friend Paul Martin, who asked that question. It's not Tropical Fish Hobbyist. Thank you very much for that, big brother. That's what I call him. There are some Mbunas that can have Mbuna females that can have egg spots. So that's not always a failsafe. Peacocks too can have egg spots. Now, Mbunas, if they have egg spots, they're usually not as bright. They're kind of a dull egg spot. But then also the males typically get bigger, and the full body color will be brighter and more pronounced than the females. So, and then if none of that works, then you can go the venting method. But you got to take them in your hand, and a lot of people don't like doing that. But look up Mark Bolton's African Cichlid Hub. He's got a great video where he actually demonstrates. He shows you venting, which I never did. I've done it a million times, but I never did it on video. I'm building a 12 by 6 by 4 foot pond for 2 red tails, 2 Asian red tails, 5 Oscars, 12. I call them bikers. I've always called them bikers. I don't know. 4 Arowanas, 2 peacock bass. That enough. Wow. That is a pond that I would love to get inside of and play around with all of those fish. That would be absolutely amazing. So hopefully that's your plan for 2019, and hopefully you put it on YouTube so that everybody can see it, because that would be amazing. There it went again. I love YouTube. There it is. Went too far back. 29 gallon is as big as I can get. Too many other reptile houses. You can do a lot with 20 gallon tanks. 20 gallon tanks are 29, excuse me. Very versatile. There's a lot of things you can breed Africans in those, peacocks and Mbunas. You're not going to breed most haps. You can do all kinds of stuff with a 29 gallon tank. Here we go. Susan for SLC Aquatics. In 2019, I am planning in January of meet and greet locally, and February a couples live stream on YouTube. And John and Lisa, you are invited to join us. And AE 2019 in October. That is the kind of thing that I'm looking for on this particular stream. Not just because you invited us to that. We'd be happy to do it, of course. But what's your plans? What are you going to do in 2019? If you don't have a YouTube channel, you don't have to talk about, you can still tell us what you're doing with your hobby in 2019. So that's exciting, Susan. That's going to be a lot of fun. And meet and greet locally. I wonder where you live. I don't know where you live. I'm sorry. But if I live close, we'll come by and take a selfie. Lisa has a fancy new selfie phone. My plans for 2019 is to combine my channel with fish keeping and fishing. Interesting. I have not seen that. I mean, I guess that one guy, which I'm not going to name names, kind of does that. But most people are one or the other. I'd like to see how that works out. Having both fishing and fish keeping on the same channel. I don't know why it wouldn't work. I'm going the right way. I am going to upgrade my filtration and new decor and substrate on my 55 gallon Mbuna tank in 2019. Yes! That sounds like a lot of fun. That is Jay Silva that's going to be doing that. Because they won't make as much money. It's how they justify it. Yeah, see, people in the chat where I'm at are talking about, they're all the way back at talking about the heaters being built into canister filters. Ask Joey, his cobalt heater caught on fire. Yeah, everybody knows that. That was unfortunate. I knew about that before any of y'all. See, I'm a high roller. Hate, I miss your live stream Christmas Eve, the water box. I didn't miss that. I watched it. Good to see I'm not the only one having problems saying your name. Did I say it wrong, Petsotics? I mean, that seems like the logical pronunciation for that to me. Thought of a name. I'm going to. It's John the Frontosa. I love it. Name your Frontosa John. I love it. I will make that fish my avatar on YouTube. Send me the picture. That's all you got to do. What? Oh God, I hate YouTube. Why does YouTube ruin my life like this? My plans for 2019, 54 Punchy says, my plans for 2019 is more tanks and quitting my day job and going back to painting full time. Wow. That is ambitious. Good for you. I've always said, follow your dreams. Look how many things you've seen me try over the last 7 years. I mean, I'm one of those people that I go for it. And then when you're 44 and you finally get things settled and you look at the debt that you've accumulated because of your ambitious nature, it's a bit of a struggle. But hopefully you don't have that issue. But yeah. 2019 plans are to just enjoy the new fish room and get back to breeding angels like crazy. Yeah, you might be sending some of those angels to King George there, Dan, because Lisa said she might want some, and so you know what that means, right? I have a fishing video that did really good, but I made it about 2 years ago, says Jeff Rose. I have not seen that. I mean, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't do good. Why wouldn't it do good? I mean, when you have, like, JH Aquatic goes out and does these collecting videos, and Corey's done a bunch of collecting videos, and Joel's done them and all of this, that's fishing. I mean, just because you're not reeling them in doesn't mean it's not fishing. That's fishing. And people do, those videos get a ton of views. Now, I mean, and naturally they're going to get a ton of views on Corey's channel, but try not to scroll using the scroll wheel. Instead, use the scroll bar and move it up and down. That's exactly what I was doing, and it wasn't working either. And it's really pissing me off. Sorry, folks, for being so foul-languaged here at the end of 2018, but that's exactly what I was doing, and it still wasn't working. So I think I just have to go really, really slow. That mouse has little clicks when you're rolling it, the scroll wheel, and I have to go like one click at a time. That's the only way it won't skip on me. Aquariums 101 is busy tonight. I will certainly be putting it on YouTube. I ain't got any hate for the 4 Arowanas yet, but only got like 8 views. Well, yeah, I'm not saying that you're going to get hate. It's just that the internet, the internet is going to do what the internet does. I surprisingly, I mean, I shouldn't jinx myself, but I surprisingly have not been getting a lot of hate lately, but it's usually a regular thing. I still get quite a bit on some of my older videos where I talked a lot about my business and stuff like that, basically advertising my business. So people would get a little bit upset with that, and they still do to this day. But I don't get, the stuff that I've uploaded since I came back from my break and stuff like that. I don't really get any hate on that, which is really good. But I'm trying to stay on the straight and narrow here. But when you have somebody that watches your video, Aquariums 101, and they see the 4 Arowanas, you're going to get people that are casual fish keepers that are going to say, that is awesome. How cool is that to have 4 Arowanas? Those are the people that you're going to want to listen to. But then you're going to have a hardcore Arowana enthusiast come on and see that, and they're going to be the ones, I'm not saying they're the ones that are going to deliver hate to you, but they're going to probably make sure you're aware that 4 Arowanas, I'm not going to tell you 4 Arowanas can't go together, but they're going to tell you 4 Arowanas shouldn't go together. I know you probably bought them in a tank that had 35 of them in the tank. I understand that. But when they get bigger, it's a problem. The 2 that we had, I'll tell you the story about that. We were at a pet store. Lisa saw one. She wanted to buy it. And I was like, babe, I've already got one. It's this big. Okay, don't isolate that. That was weird. Oh boy, I'm in a mood. I already have an Arowana that is this big. And if we put that one in with it, there's a good chance it might not work out. And she is Lisa. So she said, I don't care. I'm buying it. We're taking it home. We're putting it in there. We took it home. We put it in there. Guess what happened? It started immediately getting beaten by my Arowana. And so we immediately separated them. And then probably a year later, put them back together. Still didn't work. Separated them again. And it was probably maybe a year after that. So maybe a couple of years, we tried it again. And it was never a problem. And they lived together perfectly. They swam together. They were like my two Chihuahuas. They did everything together. And it was awesome. Those are the two that you can see in that 240 in my tank. In that second video that I uploaded on YouTube. Just go all the way back. And they were great together. They didn't bother each other at all. But it took 2 years to make that actually work. And I wasn't doing videos yet. I mean, you see the one that I did, that was the first. But the whole process of getting up to that, I wasn't putting them on YouTube or anything. It was just me and Lisa as fish keepers. So nobody saw that. But I was involved in websites like Monster Fish Keepers and stuff like that. That's when forums were still a big thing. And I would talk about it, put pictures of them up and stuff, and people would say it then. You know, they would say, oh, you shouldn't do those. You shouldn't put them together. You're an idiot. You know, all that kind of stuff. The internet. So, but it did work, and it worked out really well until the male jumped out of the tank on Father's Day and died. I have 4 to break the aggression between the group. I have found another for €29. I'm imagining that's what that means, or pounds, or I don't know what that means because America. But I've been told 1 to 5 or more should diverse the aggression. See, I've never been told that about Arowanas. I love Arowanas. They are the reason why I keep fish. If there was no silver Arowanas, you would not see any of this, and I would be probably sitting down watching the Caps game right now. And have nothing to do with YouTube. So they are a very near and dear fish to me. I absolutely adore them.
You're missing super chats.
I'll get them. Jeez. She just yelled at me. I don't even remember what I was saying. She's so mean to me. This is my life. But anyway, I've never heard that putting more of them together, Aquariums 101, helps to curb aggression. I don't know that does, but she barged in here and said I missed the super chat. It must be Mike House. Was it Mike House? Excuse me. Was it the Fish Barn? The Fish Barn, did I miss his super chat? Let me get to that. Plans for 2019, finish the Fish Barn once and for all. Make better YouTube videos and explore more fish species. Goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers. No brainer. No brainer will get you there, Mike. You just gotta listen when people give you advice. Rack, Rob. See, Mike, if you listen and you implement some of these pieces of advice that you're given, then you will probably grow, and probably grow rapidly, especially having a fish barn. Wow. Little bit about Mike Howe. We hung out at the Aquatic Experience a lot. Everywhere we went, Mike Howe was with us, and he's an awesome guy. I'm not saying that in a weird way. I was watching a video the other day on YouTube. Shocker, really? And it was about, oh crap, I'm forgetting his name. Tony. Oh man, I shouldn't have even started talking about this. It's the guy back in the 70s that was getting railroaded by this mortgage company. And he broke into he didn't break in. He went into the office of that mortgage company, the banker, and he tied a gun around this guy's head and held him hostage for 3 days. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I was fascinated by this story. Tony Fritzson or something like that is his name. I don't remember. Hopefully somebody in here knows. But the guy looks just like Mike Howe. If you watch the videos, because he did a press conference and he looks like a very short Mike Howell. It's not an insult, Mike. You know, you're my guy. But when I was watching it the whole time, I was like, that guy looks like Mike Howell. Look at him. He looks just like him. So I'll have to figure it out here what that guy's name is. But anyway, okay. Chat never skips for me. Yeah, it's aggravating. Okay, so some people, it's not it's when I'm scrolling through. That's when it skips. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about that. He will need 2,000 gallon when full grown. Joey does Arowanas. Check his videos. They need big tanks for sure. I mean, was I talking about tank size for Arowanas? I don't know. The conversation just goes in the chat here, and I lose control of it, and I don't know. There was somebody that was upset because it was in the Team Green group. He was upset because he wasn't getting questions answered by people in streams, and hopefully he's watching this because then he can see why that happens sometimes. I like the sticker you got in the lower part of your tank. Yeah, I like it too. It's a shame that guy doesn't watch my streams. Jerk. I mean, he's got like 20-inch arms, and he just doesn't think he needs to watch other people's videos. He's like, hey, I've got big arms. I don't need to watch some joker in King George do videos about fish. But no, Tozawa is another one. He's my guy. I adore that guy. And yeah, I've got other stickers too that I haven't put up. Where'd it go? I've got one from Rob. It's the only other one, actually. Thought I had it right here, but I don't. I've got a Flip Aquatics sticker that I planned on sneaking onto Lisa's tank, like right there, but since we don't even show that tank yet, I just haven't done it. Paul is thrilled that Lisa loves the shirt that he gave her. The fish room in the garage starts in 2019. Been long awaited. Awesome. Yeah, garage fish rooms are awesome. I want to do mine, but I don't know. I don't know if we're going to do it. We might just hold off and wait till the basement frees up, which I don't know how long that's going to be. It could be 2 years, could be 3 years. Who knows? KGTropicals also has a River Life sticker. No, I don't. I don't have a River Life sticker. If I did, it would be up. I don't have it. I've got on my tanks right now a Tozawa and a Chris Lucup autograph. That's what I've got on my tanks right now. So I don't know what you're talking about, Rack. The water box win, then it would be recorded and used against me. Let's see. What is... Now you can just... Okay, I'm lost here. Okay, let me try scrolling back here. KGTropicals, you should run into his room while live chatting and hit him with a Wen toilet paper gun. Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about, Waterbox? I'm confused. Woo, I know. I mean, I am really tired, but I swear if Candy made videos about paint drying, I would watch every second and click like because she puts in work for this hobby. She sure does. And yeah, I mean, all she needs to do is start putting out a couple of videos. All of a sudden, she'll pass all of us, and God knows what'll happen. But I was talking to her about something really special I'm thinking about doing for my 10 Things episodes. And you have that to look forward to. But I never want... I should not say things like that because I get myself in trouble, because then people are like, what's this special thing? What? But I do it, and I do it all the time. Is the Team Green group only for current YouTube creators? Yes, it is. It is for people who are trying to grow a YouTube channel. It's not my group. It's Rack and Rob's, Racing's Natural Aquariums, and River Life. It's their group. I'm a member of the group, and I enjoy it very much. But it's for YouTubers. That's the whole purpose of it, Paul. But then Waterbox says, no, you can join. And you can. I mean, I don't think there's any rules, but Paul, you're well known. You can do it. You're a fish celebrity. The more people chatting, the more it skips. So see, Susan, it's not that I'm just watching it and it's skipping. It's while I'm scrolling. Anyway, I'm going to stop complaining about that because it's my system here. I don't know. That's why you get a plane ticket for Europe and hop on it when the deed is done. Only can be used against you if you're caught. Okay, I'm assuming you're referring to my comment that I don't have Asian arowanas. Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. But, oh no, she said that to Lisa. Okay, the water box, then it would be recorded and used against me. Okay, what are we talking about here? I need to know this. I need to know what they're talking about. You should run into his room. That's what it was. Okay, see, when Waterbox said you should run into the room while I thought he was saying that to me. And that's why I was like, that doesn't really make it, because I didn't see the Lisa before that. So now this is all making sense. And then Lisa says it would be used against her on video. Yeah, because when we end up in court, I'd have it right there on video. And yeah, so I'd use it too. Because, I mean, you go to court, there's just no rules. You got to... I'm winning that case. By the way, is nicotine poisonous to fish? My local fish shop said it is. He lost fish from vaping. No, he didn't. He's an idiot. No. I mean, I'm sure nicotine is not good for fish, but I'm not blowing it into the tanks. I mean, no, that's dumb. And I've known, how many do I know? I know at least one fish store back in the day that would smoke cigarettes in the store, and there was never a problem. So, no. Is there more super chats, Candy? Did I miss more? Oh, geez. Let me go to this. Let's see something here. What did I miss? Fun with Fish said, I want a video on Lisa's and your beta tanks in 2019. You will get them. They're coming. Trust me. And Jamie McDonald with $4.99 says, happy birthday to Candy Overhauls. Jamie McDonald is the biggest Candy Overhauls fan on the planet, and aren't we all? We all should be. Joel from New Zealand, Joel G, New Zealand, happy birthday to my sweet, sweet Candy, 38. No, she's not. She's 31. I already told you. She's 31 years old today. We all know that. I did miss Super Chats. I don't know how I missed them. Sorry, folks. I mean, I always go back at the end and thank everybody, but anyway. Oh, I missed the part about what the group's name was. Please let me know. If you're talking about the group I was talking about earlier, it is the Team Green Alliance. Dirty Tanking. I like that name. Yeah, that's it. Team Green Alliance. If you could only keep one fish, what would it be? It can be any fish in the world. It would be a super red arowana. Super red Asian arowana. That would be the one. I would take out a mortgage to buy it. I would sell an automobile if I had to get it. Yeah, that would be the one. I shouldn't even say that. It would be an Asian arowana. It wouldn't even have to be the super reds. But you said any fish, it would be a super red arowana. When I was a kid, everyone smoked everywhere. The fish store smelled like an ashtray. No dead fish, not even ick. Yeah, see? I mean, and that's true. And I'm not a fan of smoking, trust me. I mean, I'm a vapor. But everybody used to smoke back then, too. And kids smoked. And it was that people smoked on airplanes. So, yeah, I mean, anyway. You still got the Evo up. I do not. It is currently sitting in my basement, dry. I'll get it set up one of these days. Can I keep discus in a 29-gallon fish tank? when they are babies, yes. When they get older, I would not, because they get big. So do the right thing. Put them in there as babies, that's fine. But they need to be in as big a tank as possible. What a vitamin water, triple X flavor. Nice. You're sticking the Coca-Cola products. I have a routine every night. Lisa, I'm blessed that Lisa makes dinner every night. It's a beautiful thing. And a lot of times I'm in here messing around on the computer. I have my dinner in here. I run to the garage and I grab Cokes for dinner. And I was shaking the box, the case of Coke, and there was no cans falling out tonight. And it was very, very upsetting. So I don't have any Cokes in the house, and it's very depressing. But yeah, like Lisa said, you should have seen his tears. I was very distraught. It was really bad. But I need to stop drinking Coke at night anyway, because it keeps me up all night long. What can I possibly do then to lower my silver Arowana stress? Their fins go black now and then. Is that because of aggression or the hardness pH? Fins going black, I would say, is more of a water problem than it is aggression. I mean, if there's aggression, the fins would be ripped up. So, yeah, I would look into your quality, water quality. Is an Eheim 2217 good enough for a 75-gallon tank? See, this is why I don't do good Q&A, because I don't know that filter. I don't know what size that filter is for. So I can't answer that question. I had an idea to get some FishTube friends together. Team Green Alliance Facebook group was born. KGTropicals is a celebrity there. No, I'm not. I'm not even biggest channel in there. Well, I guess I am because Corey left, but I'm not a celebrity in there. Come on, give me a break. Where would you get angels online? Well, I know a guy, and he's real good, but I don't know a whole lot of people selling angels online. It would be kind of like people selling common plecos online. You don't see that. You see people selling Ancestris, and you see people selling the frou-frou plecos, the fancy plecos like Jeff Rose keeps. You see them selling those online all the time, but you don't see the common pleco. Why? Because you can go down to the pet store and buy one for $4. So I don't see a whole lot of angels on sale on the internets. So I don't know that I'd be able to recommend to you a place. The Golden State Warriors fan says he wants to get a pistogramma in 2019. That's cool. That's a fish I'd like to try too, because I get asked all the time questions about them, and I don't know because I've never had them. Never had them once. Any chance I get a shirt version of the FishFam and KG Futures? I get a shirt version of FishFam and KG Futures. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Dally. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is. I've read Aquariums 101. I'm sorry, dude. I love you, but I've given you way too much attention tonight, and I've missed a lot of other people. So I'm gonna have to let you go. Do you think I can breed angels in a 20 tall? Yeah, you can. The thing is, if you have a bona fide breeding pair, yes, you can put that breeder pair in a 20 tall and they'll be okay. If you're going to put 8 to 10 of them together and try to find a breeding pair, I would not do that in a 20-gallon tank. Are you still doing saltwater? Not right now. I was not planning on doing all of this, folks. If you've watched since I came back in September from my break, it was only going to be that tank. That was going to be it. I was going to do that tank and nothing else. And then all of a sudden, all these nanos started coming in here. I don't even know how they got here. And then all of a sudden, this thing happened in 2009. In the aquatic experience. And then, now you can barely move in this room. The hope is that we will get our basement back in a couple years. We're not rushing them out. Come on. The babies do any time, so we're not kicking them out of our basement. But the whenever that frees up, that's when we'll go crazy. And I'll move all these nanos down there. I might even move both of the 75s down there, and this will just become an office again. And then it'll be, we can do all kinds of stuff down there. But for now, this is probably the max amount that I'm going to have in this room. So, let's see. I'd love to hit 5K by the end of 2019. You absolutely will. I would bet money on that, Fish Nerd Vlogs. And I'm not just saying that. I'm saying it because I watch your videos. You're a young guy. You put Joey Mullen's name in all your titles. You're going to get noticed. And you mentioned me in one of your videos. So, of course, I'm going to be a fan. But no, where your channel is now, I think you'll actually blow way past 5,000 you'll hit 5,000 in the first quarter of 2019. So don't even worry about it. For the angels, you have to keep the lights on all the time to have them not eat the eggs in the smallest tanks. That's a good piece of advice. I've known, if the angels are going to eat the eggs, they're going to eat the eggs. That's been my experience. But yeah. 2019, I want to keep a better maintenance schedule for my tank. That's a great New Year's resolution. We never mentioned New Year's resolution here, but that's a great... The guy's basically saying, you know what? I want to do the right thing for 2019. And I like that. Okay, so if you guys could help with this canister filter, I appreciate it. Uh-oh, I must have missed that. Somebody who didn't miss that, help that person out. Help out Melissa. Oh, and Lisa says, I've got my own plans, John. Well, that's what will happen then. How do you kill a Mario mossball? Mine even has hair algae on it. John, are you still going to be doing members-only live streams in 2019? Yes, I most certainly am, CC Games. Absolutely. I look forward to those very much because we go a little crazy in those members-only live streams, and we talk about stuff that we wouldn't talk about here. So I look forward to those very much. We'll be doing another one in the next week or so. The schedule for those members-only live streams is never going to change. Well, it's always different, but that's never going to go away. I might just cut these back to once a month so that I can focus on 10 things and focus on the other videos and give you better content that way. That's the thought behind all of that. But I will not stop the members only live streams because that's one of the perks for becoming a member of the KG team is to get these members only live streams. So there you go. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe to KGTropicals as well as Candy Overhauls. Candy has the best no content YouTube channel going. KG to 100,000 and Candy to 1,000. You all have no idea how bad I want that silver play button right there. You just don't have any idea how bad I want that. I've become obsessed with getting that. Over the last few months, I've been thinking about it a lot. I see Corey's in his backdrop, and I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous. Of course, he got that a long time ago. But yeah, I want that so bad. 100,000 is a huge milestone. And I'll be so excited when it happens. It's one of those things where if it's 1 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday and I know that's when it's going to click over, I'll be watching it because I'm just so excited about that. But it's going to be a while. But anyway, probably I'll get there faster if I stop doing so many live streams. I can tell you that because every live stream I lose subscribers. It's a fact, folks. I've talked to other streamers. It's the same way for them too. But the edited videos that I put up, we gain hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So anyway, but I have had an absolute blast here, folks. This has been fun tonight. I didn't even know if I was going to make it doing this because Pink Floyd was freaking me out and I've been super tired today. But as soon as I click to start streaming, I'm wide awake again. And it feels good. So I've had so much fun. I promised Lisa I would cut this off at an hour tonight. So it's been about an hour because I was a couple of minutes late. But anyway, it's been a lot of fun. I hope you all have enjoyed it. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Wow. Let me thank all of the super chats again. If they're all still in here, how shocking would that be? Nisi, CC Games, again, that person just loves giving me their money. I don't know why. George Plew, Fun with Fish, Joel G, New Zealand, Mike Howe, Fish Barn, and Fun with Fish, and Jamie McDonald. Thank you all so very much for taking your hard-earned money out of your pockets and putting it into this, guys. I don't know why I deserve that, but it is very much appreciated. Thank you all so much for doing that. And thank you all for joining me here today. This week's 10 Things episode is 10 Things You Should Know About Aquariums. How fun is that? So I'm excited about it, and I hope you enjoy it too. Do me the favor of, when you watch it, go ahead and share it for me. Video's not getting as many views as I would like, and I've done every trick in the book with as far as tricking the algorithm and all that kind of stuff, and it just doesn't happen. I don't know why. I think it's just me. I think people don't like me. But Lisa's in there, so they should like that. But anyway, do that for me. Share the video. Share the one from last Sunday, and then share the one coming up on this Sunday. Let's get the momentum built on that series, because I sure am enjoying it, and I hope you are too. So thank you all so much. Thank you to my moderators for helping out here tonight. Happy birthday once again, Miss Overhauls. And that's it. That's it, folks. I am going to push stop streaming now. I hope you all have a good night.